Greetings. This video is cleaning your Google Drive 2.0. The reason why it's 2.0 is because if perhaps you have had either Google Drive or Google Backup and Sync or something in the past, you may actually end up with a lot of things on your Google Drive that you didn't intend to be there, like backups from your own computer. So before you do all of this, you're going to want to go to the control panel to programs and features and make sure that while you're doing this, you don't actually have Google Drive or Google Backup and Sync listed here, because if you do, then deleting things from your Google Drive might delete them from your local computer as well, which you may or may not want to do. Now, if you have things in your Google Drive at Carthage that are actually your own personal stuff, which I can't say I don't do, but I'm working on it, cleaning them out, then you're going to want to make sure that you have them backed up in a safe place before you delete. So we'll do another video that talks about how to install Google Drive to back up your stuff, but you're going to want to make sure that you're not backing up things that really shouldn't be on your Google Drive, like your Windows folders or your iTunes folders or things like that. If they're on your machine, don't care, but they shouldn't be up in Google Drive. So let's go ahead and get to Google Drive. And we're going to do the same thing that we did in the number 1 video, but we've got a lot of different kinds of things here. So you could look at, for example, folders and things like that and decide whether you still need the Classroom 2019 folder here. If you find things that you really don't need at all anymore, like teaching French from 2010, you can right click on the folder itself and just click remove. So we're talking about big things here all at once. So that's one way to clean. But the other way to clean, remember, was to go down to this storage item right here. And now you'll see that in this case, Drive has 211 gig. Now, a lot of this stuff, you're like, what the heck is a .f2 file? Beats me. I had to look it up on the internet. But it tells me that it's in a data folder. So let me do that again. So I right-clicked on this. So let me close this so I can show you what I did. I right-clicked on a file and I went to View Details. Okay. You can also at some point click on something. Now, when you click on the next one, it's also going to show the details. But you can say show file location. And that will show you everything that's in this weird folder of weird stuff. So for example, I've got a file called ThinkSmart Hub that's got data. What? I didn't mean to back that up, but at some point that must have happened. So what I want to do is essentially say, what is ThinkSmart Hub? So I'm going to go ahead and look for that folder. To search for ThinkSmart should be fine. So there's this whole folder here. Now it says that the folder is 0 bytes, but inside of it is actually a variety of different things that might be actually fairly large, right? And either way, I don't want them. I know what it is. It's actually from a product that I tried, and it's probably all the drivers. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on that name, ThinkSmart Hub, and just do remove. Now notice here on the screen how big some of this stuff is. And some of it's really small, but some of it's really large, like 189 megabytes. So let's go ahead and move that to the trash. Poof, there it goes. Again, let's go back to storage. And you can see the things that are really, really large. So you could just come through here and say, yeah, I got a whole bunch of large stuff. But some of them you might want to get rid of the whole folder that it's in. But let's go ahead and do this, just so you can see how that works, deleting these. And again, they're really, really large items here. All right, it takes a while every time you do this because they're large, right? So we've got a lot of things here. Notice that we also have like an MP4 file, which is a movie. So you can get rid of that. There's a .zip file here. There's a .mdb, which I may or may not want to get rid of, and so on and so on and so on. So you can go through here and you can delete line by line. I could search for all of the star.f2 files. Came up strangely. There are additional items in your trash. I don't want to watch the ones in my trash or look at them. So here are all the F2s, and I should be able to go through and just delete them all. And again, they're large, so they might take a little while. Once I click on move to trash, sometimes I think that things are going slowly here. Again, you can search for all the .zips, you can search for all the MP4s, the FLVs, all different kinds of things that are large. But the point is here is that at some point it obviously backed up more of my computer than I want it to back up. So that's not good. And we will talk about how to install Google Drive and how to make sure that it's only backing up data, because that's all you really want it to back up. Not your programs, not your drivers, not all that kind of stuff, not your entire computer, just the data that you really want. All right, so thanks very much. That was cleaning your Google Drive 2.0.